actually is we need to express this in a more differentiation-friendly format. So that's y is equal. So, of course, that denominator could now be expressed to the power of minus 1. Right? So now we could find the derivative of that function in that form. So you multiply the index minus 1 to the front. So minus 1, sorry? That's correct, right? The contents inside the brackets stay unchanged. You decrease the index by 1, and you multiply by the derivative of inside of here. So x squared, if you find that derivative, that's 2x. Minus 2x, when you find its derivative, will give you minus 2. And of course, 1 is a constant, the derivative of which is just 0. Okay, cool. So now we have minus 1 by 3, which is minus 3. Then we could bring the 2x minus 2 in the front here. And then that's by the x squared minus 2x plus 1, then to the minus 2. And then we could apply the negative aspect of the index to put that bracket below as the denominator. All right, put that all over. Oops, sorry, that line come out real crooked, boy. Wow. X squared minus 2x plus 1, then squared. All right, even if you finished here, that's perfectly fine. If you expanded here to get minus 6x plus 6, that's perfectly fine too, right? It all means the same thing essentially. All right? Had I you had a problem, or?
I expanded it.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Yeah.
And then I substituted.
Oh, we're not done. Shucks. I forget. My bad. All right, hold on. Wait. So now, so you didn't have to go all the way here, but I mean, you probably should go here because then you'd have to use the calculator to find. Anyhow, sorry. So if x is equal to 2, then the value of dy dx would be equal to what? So minus 3, then multiplied by 2, then minus 2. All over, right? So here now we have 2 squared minus 2 by 2, which will cancel that same 2 squared, plus 1, then squared, right? So 2 by 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Minus 3 by 2 is minus 6. 2 squared is 4. 2 by 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So your final answer is minus 6. Yeah? Lovely. All right. Drew, talk to me. Are you okay with that one? Or you need me to rework any particular aspect? You good? All right, lovely. Right. So what I want to do here is I want to show you all the alternative that I was talking about that may not have been apparent to most people, right? X squared minus 2x minus 1 is actually a perfect square, right? So ALT just stands for alternative, all right? So y is actually equal to 3 over x minus 1 squared. Now, you didn't have to do it this way. I'm just pointing it out to you so that way you could recognize it, right?
Oh, yeah, we just have.
Yep, correct. 3x minus 1 to the minus 2. So now when you find the derivative here, right, of y with respect to x, check what's going to happen. Multiply the minus 2 to the front, you're going to get minus 6. Then by x minus 1, decrease minus 2 by 1, you get minus 3. And the derivative of the inside of the bracket is what? Just 1. So all you're left with is minus 6 all over x minus 1 then cubed. Now if you plug 2 inside of here, which is 2, right? So what's 2 minus 1? 1 was 1 cubed. 1. And minus 6 divided by 1 will just give us back minus 6. All right, so you get the same answer any way you take it. All right, let me see. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next page, day 3, page 4.